Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony. Here I react to all kinds of music, most importantly, my alt groups, SB19, Got 7, Ace, and B2B. And a bunch more groups that I absolutely have been enjoying the journey with. If you enjoy my videos, then please consider liking the video and also subscribing to my channel, and make sure to turn on those alerts so that way you get notified of whenever I post a video. I also have additional content on my Patreon if you're interested. There are different tiers in Patreon. You can go check it out, where I have different tiers for survival shows versus album listens versus reality variety show content, and also dramas. Each tier will tell you what content is currently available to watch, and also album listens are available for a one-time purchase if you do not want to subscribe to the tier but instead just want to watch a one-off album review, album listen. I hope you guys enjoy my reactions, and other than that, let's get on to the video. What is up, everyone? My name is Tony. Welcome back to my channel where I react to everything. And in particular today, I'm really excited for the song that we're getting into. I know it came out like a couple weeks ago, and I apologize that I'm just getting to it now. Life has been kind of busy and hectic. But I'm actually seeing One OK Rock at the end of the month, so I really wanted to get to the new song before the concert. I'm actually going to be having a Twitch live this Saturday. I'm trying to get through definitely not like a good majority of One OK Rock's discography, but I at least want to get to their more like popular songs that I have not listened to yet in preparation for the concert. So that's gonna be Saturday, what is that? May 10th, starting at 10 o'clock EST on my Twitch channel. So if you guys are interested, please come by, hang out a little bit, chat with me in person, not in person, but like, you know what I mean. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to kind of get through more of their music as I get ready for the concert. I cannot wait to see them live, guys. Like, I genuinely cannot wait. They're going to be so good. So yeah, I'm excited. But their new song, Curiosity. So I was talking with it was like my last One OK Rock reaction that I did. I was talking with someone in the comments, and they were kind of saying how Taka has been purposefully releasing songs in English for US listeners or American listeners, which I find really interesting, because they were kind of talking about like how it kind of has been purposeful for Taka to kind of bring up politics and, the what's going on in the world today and stuff like that. And I was like, well, no wonder I've been connecting with Taka's music recently, or What OK Rock's music recently, with no, sorry, Tropical Therapy and Dystopia, and there's another one that I listened to that I really liked. I was like, no wonder I've been like correlating with those and what's going on with like my world, because he's purposefully doing it. So it makes total sense to me. But so I'm curious to see how this will continue with Curiosity. It's featuring Paledusk and Chico Carlito. I do know Paledusk, I don't know Chico Carlito. Excuse me, so I'm interested to see what this is about. I actually think this might be the first song of One OK Rocks that I'm listening to that has features on it. So I'm very curious to see how that's gonna go too. I do like Paledusk, but yeah, Chico Carlito, I don't think I've ever heard of before. Um, but yeah, I'm very curious. I think, you know, I think I've always been someone who enjoys music that calls things out with what's happening in the world, like, I've always enjoyed punk rock in particular, rock in general, I enjoy, like, all of the subgenres of rock for sure, but punk rock is mostly, like, where I kind of house myself, I guess, but I listen to all types of rock. But I think rock has kind of always been political in that it's kind of always been about I don't necessarily like punk has always been about fuck the establishment, but rock in general, I feel like has always been about calling out the politicians, calling out the government, and I mean, I definitely consider rock movement as like oh, sorry, words. I definitely consider rock genre a part of the like a part of the like social movement. You know what I mean? Like, am I making sense? Sorry, words. But I feel like this genre of music has always been political. Words. So, let's see where curiosity takes us. I want to know if they continue with the call outs or if this kind of changes tactic or changes what exactly, I honestly don't know what the song is about. But we shall find out. So let's hop into curiosity, guys. I'm excited. I'm obsessed already. I'm obsessed already for sure. Okay, Taga.
Time to wake up, there's a war inside. Bless them martyrs, kiss them all goodbye. We can stay walking on the dotted line, or we can make our own.
I gotta turn it up.
I'm not afraid, I'm ready for the other side. We're gonna have everything that you really fucking know. Yes and we always have some president away. My curiosity.
Can I just say I love how I started out this whole thing saying I love rock, but punk rock is like where like I tend to spend most of my time, and here's a punk rock song from One OK Rock. That's so funny. The way that started out this whole thing talking about punk rock, and this is where we're at. I love Taco so I love One OK Rock so much, guys. I cannot wait to see them live, dude.
Everything that you really fucking know. We always have some president away. My curiosity. You are us and my curiosity. Yeah, 영준한 담을 가이나 너보다 오르는 방가 우리 지신 노래 믿고 귀신 해시도 아까만 살아 굿다이다 다이다 못하라 굿달라면서 브라브라 쌉살도로 그러나 부르나이 라이 봄달래 이따다
So I'm assuming Chico Carlito is Latino. Let me see. His Wikipedia profile is all in Japanese. Hold on, let me switch to English. Okay, okay, that makes sense now. I was gonna say, like, Chico Carlito, like, that's so Latino, so I was, like, confused. His maternal grandfather was a Puerto Rican American soldier, and his rapper name Chico was taken from his grandfather's nickname. Okay, so he is Puerto Rican descent. Okay, I was like, surely also kind of relevant. I also feel like it was very purposeful that Taka chose a rapper with Puerto Rican descent in the song. Like, just given everything that's happening in the US right now, like, I feel like this was very purposeful. with everything that's happening with Spanish, Latino, Spanish, Latin American people, Latin people in general, honestly. It's so relevant. I definitely feel like yeah, I definitely feel like this was on purpose. Sorry, I know I keep skipping, but I need to like I need to comment before I forget my thoughts. The drums are going so hard. I love it. Yo. Guitar though. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed already. Like it's like a battle of the band. Obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed. The traditional Japanese. It's so cute. You know, I just firstly, can I just say the features were fucking amazing. Like Paledusk and Chico were both so good. I've never really like dived. I know who Paledusk is, but I never really dived into their music before. But now I want to. Now I absolutely need to actually. I absolutely fucking love this song. Like I I'm telling you, like punk rock, heavy metal, screamo, like genuinely I love it all. I love it all. Um I actually though um I want to I want to like actually like read the lyrics. Um so I'm going to pull up. Sometimes I just need to like, read it. Mm, time to wake up. There's a war inside. Bless the martyrs, kiss them all goodbye. We can stay walking on the dotted line, or we can make our own. I'm not afraid. I'm ready for the other side. Mm. And I hate reality. Ugh. I think it's funny because I was literally before this, I reacted to a Day 6 song, which kind of talked about like being in a depressive episode and kind of thinking to yourself like tomorrow will be better and to like put a smile on your face tomorrow kind of thing. And I was literally just saying how like I've been going through these like funks. I don't know how to just I don't necessarily want to say like super depressive, but it's definitely like I have these moments of like finding it really hard to see the positives of the future, and especially, I mean every day. Every day there's freaking, news notifications on my phone about Trump did this, Trump did that, they're trying to get rid of this law and like blah blah, and I'm just like, "Can we stop?" Like, I can't even keep up with the news, and frankly, I don't even want to because every time I read something, it just makes me upset and pisses me off and makes me depressed, like, it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating to, like, see that this is where we're at in the world and having people in my family who voted for and support Trump is just what? Like I just like, I've like, whenever you're in school, right? And I'm a millennial, by the way, so I'm speaking more to, like, people my age and maybe, the generation above mine. But when you're in school and you learn about Hitler and Nazi Germany and, all that stuff, and you just kind of think all the time, like, how did that even happen? How did that come about? Like why were people okay with and even supported this person who wanted to destroy, a whole a whole like what's the word I'm looking for? A whole like set of people, you know what I mean? Like, I just but then I see what's going on today and I'm like, I'm literally seeing in real time how people are living outside of reality and, like, are just so ensnared by Trump and the things that he said, like, I don't know, it's just so strange to me, like, it's so hard to comprehend that we're living in a world where a dictatorship is right there, and there's people who are supporting it, and there's people who are okay with, our country kicking citizens out, you know? I just it's so hard to wrap my head around genuinely. And on top of that, like, I was telling my therapist I do have a therapist. I was telling my therapist that, like, I was like, like, every time I feel like I'm finally starting to get a more positive outlook on, like, my physical health, mental health, stuff like that, like, something always just comes and just, like, knocks me down, and it's so hard to think positively about the future and, what's going on in my country and, how everything's just going downhill, and we're such a selfish culture, selfish society that, like, I mean, um I think reality hit me one day when in June I'm going to Warp Tour with my friend, and if you guys don't know what if you guys don't know what Warp Tour is, it's a huge punk festival here in the US. It, like, was really, really popular back in the day, kind of went away for a while. I think the last one I went to was in 2018. So they haven't had it for years. This is the first time they're having it yet again in 2025. They're bringing it back. And so, like, obviously super excited because as you guys know, I love punk, obviously. And I haven't been to Warp since 2018. So, super, super excited, but I found a Reddit thread of people saying that they bought tickets to Warp Tour because they really enjoy the festival, but they're coming from another country. So now they're debating on selling their tickets because they're afraid well, what if I get there? What if I get to the US and I get turned away? Or what if I get in to go to this festival and then ICE gets me? Or like, and that just like really hit. And I was like, there are actually people afraid to come to my country right now. That is scary. That is upsetting. And even Bad Bunny, who is Puerto Rican, is not having a tour here in the US. Like, it's not like he announced a world tour and he has no tour stops in the United States. Like, can you imagine? Because he's probably afraid to have a concert and then ICE show up detaining Latinos. Like, I just, it's crazy. Like, I just, we live in a crazy world right now. Like, this is the reality, unfortunately. Like, and as Taka said in the lyrics, I hate reality. Genuinely same. Genuinely same. It's so hard to deal with the reality that we're living in right now, and the way that things are going and the way that our government wants to take away bodily autonomy. Even as a woman, like, I'm very scared for the future. Like, as a POC, it's scary. As a woman, it's scary. Unless you are a het white male, cis white male, like, this country is no longer for you. Man, I just, the more that I talk about it, the more I'm just like, what the fuck is happening in my world? Like, but anyways, sorry, that got deep. That got deep. I'm so sorry, y'all. Anyways, obsessed with the song. I loved Pale Dusk and Chico both in the song. I love, like, oh my god, the guitar and the drums were everything in this song. Genuinely, I love how they kind of had like a battle of the bands thing kind of going on. And I talk like their music is so relevant. It's so relevant to what is going on. Yeah, I think this song is kind of also about taking a stand and, having these conversations aren't really cutting it, and we actually need to be out there, on the front line protesting, trying to prevent these things from happening in our country, and going for the Senate, going for, Congress, and making sure that these laws that have been so painstakingly put in place stay in place. These laws that are protecting our people, and and they're slowly but surely being taken away. So, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's a crazy world in which we live, but I absolutely loved the fucking song. Like, genuinely, I loved everything about the song. Like, I just One OK Rock never misses, dude. Like, they never miss. Ugh. Okay, anyways. I think I've kind of I kind of talked a lot. Um Genuinely loved the song. I would love to know your thoughts and your opinions, because I think these are very heavy topics. And I've also talked a lot with, I have my Discord, so we have a lot of people from all over the world in my Discord, and we have different discussions about this stuff. And it also kind of seems like things are not just going downhill in the US, but other places as well, unfortunately. But yeah, I think a lot of people have lost respect for my country, and I don't blame them. Genuinely, I don't blame them, because I also have lost respect for my country too, so not good. Anyways, would love to hear your guys' thoughts on the song, the lyrics, the instruments. I mean, whatever you want to talk about, like, please comment. I always read comments. But yeah. All right, guys. That is it for me. I'm gonna get off my high horse. I'm gonna calm down a little bit. But as always, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye, guys.